Welcome to the Jets 2-Minute Drill Game Review presented by HCL Tech. Eric Allen and Anthony Becht here inside the studio. The New York Jets, a double-digit underdog to the Buffalo Bills, beat the Bills 20-17 today at MetLife Stadium. Anthony, they head to the bye with a 6-3 record, and this win should send a statement to the rest of the National Football League. The New York Jets aren't playing.
Well, first and foremost, congratulations to the coaching staff, the players, the organization. I mean, to prepare for a team like this, who quite honestly, like you mentioned, they are the echelon of the NFL. This is the team that everybody says, like, it's do or die, Super Bowl or nothing. And now they have a problem, okay, because they played the Jets, and the Jets' defense made them look very, very small offensively. And we talked about how good this defense was, and we kept saying every single week we saw the consistency on how they played. And we just said, hey, this is a matchup. The receivers, the talent, the quarterback, this is how it all kind of gets put together to see where they are defensively. And they stood up to the task. And quite frankly, to me, they arguably might be the best defense in the NFL after today's game. Offensively, we talked about on the other side, we talked about don't turn the ball over, okay? Got to run the football because you have to have balance. And quite frankly, we've been seeing plus 30 passes out of Zach Wilson. Let's keep it down. All those boxes got checked today and no turnovers. And look what happened. I mean, just an awesome effort today across the board. Young players continuing to rise up across the board. You got one back today with Jermaine Johnson. Okay, Jermaine Johnson, he played his butt off today. Key plays in the game, especially late. Yep. Catches by guys, all kinds of great things. Man, it's exciting. I mean, it's a big, maybe arguably one of the biggest wins in this organization for for a long time, at least as far as where it puts you before a bye.
I think you got to go back to 2010. The 2015 team, they won 10 games, but they got late down the stretch before losing to the Buffalo Bills. This team beat the Bills. You mentioned the defensive effort. How do you like the way they respond to adversity? The Bills are in the red zone early. Jordan Whitehead comes up with an interception. Von Miller makes a great strip sack. Well, and the 2 plays later, you got Sauce Gardner making an interception, and the Jets take momentum right back. And you mentioned Jermaine Johnson. That was a first down play where it looked like the Bills were in a very advantageous position. All of a sudden, a second and long forces a punt.
Yeah, you saw that agility and speed Johnson brings to the table. I mean, Josh Allen's a pretty good athlete, able to catch him, bring him down. You're right, this defense is special now. I mean, you're talking about youth. You're talking about some experience mixed in. You're talking about a defensive line that's relentless, and they have guys that can come off the bench and play well. We didn't even talk about Sheldon Rankin. Rankin's had a great game today early on in this one, but it's just a great group effort. Belief is a huge thing in the NFL, and this team right now defensively believes, and now the offense gets a little taste of that as well. You beat the best the league has to offer right now. Now you can say, okay, where can we build on to take us to the next level? But just an excellent team victory across the board. 5
sacks of Josh Allen today. Zach Wilson, perfect score sheet. We're seeing a superstar in the making in Garrett Wilson. But what about that drive at the end of the game when the Jets are pinned down at their 5-yard line? It's 17-17, and they just pounded the rock with James Robinson and Michael Carter.
Yeah, I'm glad that, LaFleur believed in that. It's hard to, in those crucial moments, you're trying to get chunk yards. Maybe in the past game, you don't want to put too much on your quarterback's back. But you're right, Robinson had some really key runs. Carter getting outside the edge. He did that a couple times in the game where he just couldn't be brought down the speed to get up and the acceleration. I'll tell you, yeah, you're right. You talk about Garrett Wilson, his ability to catch the ball and do something after it every single time. I mean, it's exciting every time he catches the football. And, Zach having the poise throughout this game to be smart. I think, we may have talked to this. One of the more important plays at the end was that drive on that last play where they tried a little pick play on the outside. There was some pressure there. Maybe in the past, the last couple games, what do we see? Zach maybe tried to overextend that and try to force one in. It gets kind of trapped there, takes the sack, it's okay, you get a field goal. Why? Because you can trust the defense now. Imagine that, the Bills couldn't even get in field goal range on that last drive. How many times have we seen them drive down the field in big games, playoff games, and here they are in MetLife Stadium, and they couldn't get past the 40-yard line in that last drive.
The New York Jets are 6-3. Robert Saleh told his team throughout the offseason, we have to close the gap inside the AFC East. They're 2-1 in the AFC East heading into the bye. Oh, by the way, they have a win over the Bills, and the Bills are the team that is 0-2 inside the division. It is going to be a fun second half for these young, ascending New York Jets.